Hello, is that better? Meron tayong audio? Testing. Ayan. All right. Okay. All right. So, ayan. It's been a while. Teka. All right. All right. So, it's been a while since we had an episode of The Dog Behind the Human. This is Dog Coach Francis, and this is episode number 12. Okay. All right. So it's been a while, and ang dami nangyari in the dog training industry. Madami din tayong mga activities in the background na ginawa. So I would like to do a quick recap of what's going on in the dog industry. Siyempre, nandun pa rin yung mga common issues, yung puppy milling nandiyan pa rin, yung mga common cases na na-encounter namin ngayon, which is yung mga aso na nabibili pa din sa mga sketchy na bilihan ng aso. Alam nyo na yan. So, here in Metro Manila, 3 yung sikat. And meron din, syempre, doon sa mga probinsya. So, meron pa nga pinapa-review sa akin yung sa Bulacan. Pero again, syempre, hinay-hinay lang tayo doon sa pagbabash. Ayaw naman natin ng masyadong toxic. Pero once in a while, pumipitik tayo, di ba? Bakit? Kasi we want to talk about this, di ba? Hindi pwedeng na tahimik na lang tayo and habang nakikita natin yung ganon, while more and more dogs are being born, pero most of them are being sold din sa mga online pet shops. Meron din mga sketchy na mga hocus-pocus na napapansin ko na nakakarating sa akin. Yung mga import na aso na walang microchip. So, paano yun? Hindi pwede. So, we're going to touch base on that. So na-miss ko mag-podcast. Kaya sabi ko, hindi, magpa-podcast ako ngayon. So, kung na-miss nyo, say hello din po, okay? So, mag-like kayo. And papansin nyo, I'm actually wearing a hoodie. Ayan. So, if you're watching this live on Facebook, meron tayong hoodie. And this is available on, para sa mga gustong sumuporta sa Dog Coach Francis, this is for 1,050 pesos. And then we'll ship it to you. Okay? Tapos, go ahead. Yeah, support the channel, support what we do. And once we make enough, syempre, kasama naman kasi sa advocacy ng Dog Coach Francis na mamahagi ng kaunting mga profits. So it's not much, pero we're still have to discuss kasi mura lang namin talaga binibenta, pero and then limited edition lang. Pero if you want to support the channel, get yourself a hoodie. It's really comfortable. Lalo ngayon mag-ulan and malamig ang panahon. So, or maybe if you live in Baguio or you live in Tagaytay or somewhere in Lipa, yung mga lugar na malalamig, you would like this. It's really comfortable. My staff loves it. So, Mrs. Coach loves it. So, you should try it. And it's really fashionable, okay? All right. So, siguro, let's hop into the first topic muna. Kasi this is really interesting. Nakita ko lang to while I was browsing kanina. Ano ba yun magandang pag-usapan? So, gagawin natin ngayon, doon sa format natin ngayon, I will be showing yung screen ko para makita nyo rin kung saan ko binabasa. Okay? However, if you are watching this on or listening to this on the podcast, well, I'll try my best to speak clearly and sana naman maayos. Actually, parang hindi inaalaw ngayon na mag-share ang aking screen. Anyhow, sige, I will be reading it to you na lang. Okay? Again, so let's see. Mag-barking news muna tayo. Guys, if you have questions nga pala, comment tapos babasahin natin yung mga comments nyo later in the show para mabigyan natin kayo ng mga sagot sa mga katanungan nyo if you have any questions. saw a post from GreekReporter.com. Um, and then it says ancient Greek mathematical formula reveals cutest dog breeds. So, syempre, we have our own favorite dog breeds. Pero let's see what the article says. An ancient Greek formula known as the golden ratio that was used to identify physical perfection was recently adopted by pet experts to identify the cutest dog breeds. The mathematical equation that compares the measurements, ratios, and symmetry of facial features has been adopted by scientists to determine the Greek definition of perfect beauty, with celebrities like actor George Clooney and supermodel Bella Hadid scoring high according to the formula. The ancient Greek formula was used by Leonardo da Vinci for the perfect human male body in his work, The Vitruvian Man. Some 20th century artists and architects, including Le Corbusier and Salvador Dali, have proportioned their works to approximate the golden ratio, believing this to be the aesthetically pleasing. So, mapapansin nyo, even with the cameras, di ba, meron tayong mga grids na pwedeng gamitin. You can actually use that, all right, for the golden ratio. US website Money Beach, which compares pet insurance, looked at faces of photos of each canine. It then calculated their level of attractiveness based on the distance of the breed's eyes, ears, nostrils, and tongue. So, what are these dogs? So, we have the top 10 ancient Greek formula and dog breeds. The top 10 cutest dog breeds according to the ancient Greek formula are, of course, in reverse order. Number 10, the Golden Retriever, which is at 62.52%. The Golden Retriever's name comes from the ability to bring back fowl and birds unharmed due to their soft mouths. Their retrieving ability has made them popular hunting dogs for hunting parties over the centuries. They are also well known disability assistant dogs as they are intelligent and highly trainable. All right. So, yeah, Golden Retriever. And at number 9 with 62.94%, the Saint Bernard, famous for its large size and its role in search and rescue operations. The Saint Bernard breed is a working dog originally from the Alps of Switzerland. Its name comes from Travelers Hospice on the Tracheus Great Saint Bernard Pass between Switzerland and Italy, named after an Italian monk from the 11th century. The collective name for a large group of Saint Bernards is a floof. You know what? I've been a trainer for quite some time. I did not know that. All right. Yeah. Alam nyo, before we go on, I have, you might be hearing some background sound effects like this one. Teka lang. Kasi, yan. Because we upgraded our gear. So hopefully, if there are some feedback or meron mga sounds, or if you're hearing this na really okay, please give us feedback. If there's some echo, please give us feedback. All right, at number 8 with 63.65%, the Rottweiler. Best known as a guard dog in modern times, Rottweilers were originally bred to drive cattle to market and were later used to pull carts for butchers, according to Dog Time. They are considered to be one of the oldest dog breeds with origins dating back to Roman times. Although still used to herd stock in many parts of the world, Rottweilers are now used as search and rescue or police dogs. At number 7, again, we're talking about the formula, okay? The ancient Greek formula and dog breeds of the top 10 cutest dog breeds. So, number 10, we have the Golden Retriever, 9, Saint Bernard. At number 8, it was the Rottweiler. At number 7, meron ba kayong hula? Number 7, at 63.86%, is the Jack Russell Terrier, the second terrier to feature in the top 10. Jack Russells were also originally bred to hunt foxes, but were increasingly used as family and companion dogs in World War II. They are an energetic breed that require high level of exercise. At number 6, ito, sa mga cute dogs daw, 63.86% the Samoyed is aesthetically pleasing. Well, I probably would agree because we had quite a few Samoyeds recently, and they are really super cute. Samoyeds take their name from the Samoyedic peoples of Siberia, who bred the fluffy dogs to help guard and round up their flock. The dogs were also used for hunting and hauling sledges in the cold winter climate. The Samoyed's tail is one of the breed's distinguishing features, as it is carried curled over the back, and they often have brown tints on the tips of their ears. At number 5 for the cutest dog breeds, or using the ancient Greek formula, okay, at number 5 with 64.43%, the Basset Hound. The Basset Hound has an excellent sense of smell and so was bred for hunting small game such as rabbit. The short-legged breed of dog has loose face skin and large droopy ears, like other hounds, which gives the breed a sad look. Have you ever seen a Basset Hound? They really do look really sad. Okay, eto, number 4 at 64.67%, the Labrador Retriever. The Labrador Retriever, often abbreviated to Labrador, Labs, is one of the dog breeds in the Western world. You would probably say even here, diba? I see a lot of Labs. You can't not love Labs. Okay. The breed originally from fishing dogs imported from Canada, yung mga Canucks, where they take their name from a region in the country, which is, what was that name? Meron din some big dog. So help me out here. Big dog, black, a little bit fluffy. Um, I will remember that. Okay. Pero yung nga, they were from the Labrador Sea. Diba? I love Labradors. Okay. They would help fishermen haul nets, fetch ropes, and retrieve fish. It was then bred into a retriever gun dog by pet owners in the UK. Their friendly nature means Labradors now have lots of different roles, including assistance and search and rescue dogs. Number 3, Wire Fox Terrier with 65.53%, though we don't see a lot of Wire Fox Terriers here in the Philippines. The Wire Fox breed was part of much wider breed of terriers bred to chase small game from their dens. Once a mainstay of traditional British fox hunts, this type of terrier was taught to chase foxes. The breed was made popular when Fire Fox Terrier Caesar was revealed as the favorite dog of King Edward VII. Number 2, Irish Water Spaniel, 66.26%. The Irish Water Spaniel is the largest of the Spaniel breeds and can often be mistaken for a brown poodle because of its top knot and the tight curls that cover its body. The dogs of this breed typically have high intelligence and learn easily, but experts warn they also have a stubborn side that do not make them ideal pets for first-time dog owners. I've trained one of these Irish Spaniels, and they can be a little bit tough, all right, to train. And eto, number 1, parang meron ba mga pumasok sa mga favorite dog breeds nyo? All right, so let's have a recap muna of the ancient Greek formula and dog breeds, with a mathematical formula that reveals cutest dog breeds. Okay. I did not make this up. Okay, number 10, Golden Retriever. Number 9, Saint Bernard. Number 8, Rottweiler. Number 7, Jack Russell Terrier. Number 6, Samoyed. Number 5, the Basset Hound. Number 4, Labrador Retriever. Number 3, Wire Fox Terrier. Number 2, Irish Water Spaniel. And number 1 with 67.03%, it's the Dalmatian. All right, so named because its origins can be traced back to the Dalmatian coast of Croatia. This breed originated as a hunting dog in Eastern Europe. The large sized dog has a white coat covered with black or liver colored spots, and they are active, muscular, strong animals that require a lot of exercise. So there you have it. Those are the top 10 according to the ancient Greek mathematical formula that reveals the cutest dog breeds. Now, syempre, a little bit of disclaimer, we have our own taste. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Pero syempre sa akin, pumasok yung Golden Retriever, pumasok yung mga Labrador, yung mga pambato ko. Now, syempre, meron magsabi, bakit hindi pumasok yung Shih Tzu? Bakit hindi pumasok yung mga favorite dog breeds nyo? You know what? You can make up your own list. No. Anyway, that's what the reporter says. But para sa akin, each dog is really cute and they are own special in their own way. All right. Now, meron kasing recently din na isang topic na gusto kong pag-usapan dito. And nag-viral kasi ito eh. So, I'm trying to figure out how I can share my screen. Okay, I think I was able to... Okay. Hindi pwede talaga ma-share. I need to fix my screen next broadcast. Anyhow, so meron kasing shinare na story na nakarating sa atin. This has gone viral with quite a few shares. Actually, I'm not even sure if you would call this viral. Pero there is a rant, okay, online. Babasahin na lang natin. Tapos we're going to give our points na lang, di ba? So if you're listening to this on the podcast, let's try to dissect this. Okay? So this has been posted by Herbie Docena last July 31 at 6:07 a.m. So according to the post, our happy selfie before Shanti got denied boarding, and now a long early rant about Philippine Airlines unreasonable and unfair treatment for her. Open close parenthesis for the benefit of those who are also thinking of taking their dogs with them on flights. So summary, 1, don't believe what PAL agents tell you. And 2, get a hard case carrier. Dun pa lang, dun sa number 2, if you really do your research or you really Google it, pag sinabi mo kasing carrier, ang ina-advise talaga is yung airline-approved carrier talaga, which is available in the market. It's really easy to find. Okay? So, yun pa lang yung comment ko. No? So, we're not trying to bash the person or we're trying to choose side. I'm just sharing my thoughts. Okay? So, I used to just leave Shanti behind when I went on trips, sometimes in family members' houses or sometimes alone at home with a friend coming over to check her once or twice a day. It saddened, but didn't deeply bother me then. But one time a friend told me that every time she'd come home, we'd find Shanti where she left her the previous day, by the front door waiting as if she didn't move at all the entire time my friend was away, and unwilling to move still even when my friend asked her to go with her to the kitchen, as if I was going to appear there anytime soon and didn't want to miss that moment. Ever since then, I resolved to limit my time being away from her, or do so, or to do more to bring her with me on my trips. This why I was so pleased when I found out that unlike another airline, Cebu Pacific, Philippine Airlines has a more humane policy and actually allows dogs on some of their domestic flights. Knowing this was going to be Shanti's first attempt and knowing so many things could go wrong, I deliberately made sure I got all the requirements right. I read all the info available on Paul's website and to further clarify things that were not all clear. I called up their agents not once but several times who knew dogs needed all sorts of papers, a vet health certificate, Again, kailangan talaga yan. Plus their vaccination record. Who knew? So, well, hindi niya alam. Pero syempre, tayo, ako, alam ko. Anyway, plus a permit from the Bureau of Animal Industry, BAI, to travel. I know now, and I got all those things dutifully. Going back and forth, my vet and surprisingly quite efficient and sympathetic BAI employees over the past 2 weeks. Okay, so just a little bit of comment regarding that. We had a chance to fly Serena and another dog named well, forgot the name. It's been a while. Pero we were able to fly Serena to Cagayan de Oro on the same flight. No, kasama namin. And you really have to get that. Even though it's your own dog, tapos domestic lang, you still need that permit to travel for your dog. No, so it's a requirement talaga. So if you're going to fly, and I think even in some cases na you're going to ride a roro or you're going to use a boat, diba, or a ship to cross islands, you will still need that unless na it's land travel using your own car. Pero if your car's going to board then, I think you would also need yung permit na yan. And it's not easy. It's not hard. It's really easy para makuha yung permit na yan. Kung tutuusin, pati mga kabayo, no? If you're going to transport a horse from one spot to the other, kailangan mo rin ng special permit yan. Okay? And then, it's easy lang naman talaga kunin. Plus, yung certificate coming from your vet, most vets naman, as long as they're registered, they have their license, tatanggapin na yan. Okay? Anyway, going back to the post. And then, there was the matter of Shanty's carrier. The PAL or PAL website says pets would have to be placed in a secure and leak-proof container. No picture or drawing, nothing. First time I read this, I knew right away this was unclear and could cause problems. So first time I called Paul, I tried to clarify immediately what they meant by secure and leak-proof. Does it have to be a tough plastic type or can it be the soft, flexible type? It sounded like the agent had little idea about the variety of carriers in the market. Basta po secure and leak-proof. Still unsure. I thought I just call again. Same reply. And then a few days ago, just to be very sure, I called again and actually explained the difference between the two types and asked which is required. Hard ba dapat? Yung solid ng plastic? Yun ba yung secure? I even offered to email pictures of the two types as long as wala daw butas ilalim that could leak in case my dog pees in the middle of the flight. It made no difference to them. I also asked my vet, some of whose clients had gone through the process, and she said she also knows either would be fine. It made sense to get a hard case, but told that it didn't matter and trusting the agents and my vet to have good reason for saying so. I ended up deciding in favor of soft carrier just because it seemed Shanty would be more comfortable in there. Ano bang ko-comment ko doon? Mas komportable ba yung mga soft? Alam nyo, personally, I don't think it's much more comfortable kasi soft nga siya eh. So, it can crumble. Ang dahilan din kasi pag bakit yung mga hard airline-approved carriers with locks yon is for the security of the dogs. Tapos ano yan eh, in case na mag-panic yung aso, hindi siya masasaktan. Or kasi nasa cargo kadalasan ng mga aso when they are being transported. So it protects the dog from possible mga mahuhulog ng mga luggage or anything happens. Diba? Kaya kailangan talaga yung airline-approved carrier. Pero I get the point din naman na sinasabi niya dito na nagra-rent siya. Okay? So, where were we? Still, I asked again in one of my many calls following up on whether Shanty's papers had been approved just to see if another agent would answer differently. It was the same answer. I made one last call last night and went through all the requirements to make sure I got everything in order, including her carrier. Agent said, good to go na po ito, sir. So I took Shanty in a soft carrier. By this morning, as we were checking in at around 4 a.m., we were suddenly told something very different. Shanty was not allowed Dow because she needed to be in a hard case carrier after all. I explained all the previous steps I took to clarify this matter and respectfully appealed for reconsideration. But a gruff and totally unsympathetic supervisor, likely overworked but underpaid, uh, yeah, maybe. Pero how do you know? Okay, just ask me for the names of the agents I spoke with, and I just filed a complaint. Who takes note of the names of all the customer service agents they speak to on the phone? How could I even file a complaint when I didn't even know their names? Yeah, and what was I to do now? Just leave Shanty behind or miss my flight despite everything I did and all the clarifications I made to make sure I got everything right? Would I be compensated for all the expenses I incurred and all the time I spent that would now all go to waste because of clear failure to communicate on Pal's part? Yeah. Well, obviously you're not going to be compensated for that, but who knows? Let's see. Not even a small apology, let alone an offer of assistance or promise to do better next time. Yeah. As part of customer service before, uh, well, maybe the customer service supervisor probably could have done better. Okay, for this person to be ranting. All I got was just a dismissive and arrogant, magrereklamo na nga lang po kayo sa customer service namin kung gusto nyo. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I'm thankful she didn't say it out loud, but I still heard her, I still heard her loud and clear. I don't care about what happens to your freaking dog. Whoa. Now that's something. Siyempre, most pet parents talaga magagalit. Anyway, so malapit na to. Mustering all the middle class confidence I could muster. Kailangan mo naman sabihin middle class. Hindi naman kailangan, di ba? Guys, whether you're middle class, whether you're at the upper class, the upper echelons of our society, o kahit sabihin mong mahirap tayo, um, hindi mo naman na kailangan sabihin yan. Diba? Dapat pantay-pantay lang tayo. Anyway, I demanded that they just book me on the next flight, 11 a.m., free of charge, so I could have more time to get a hard case container or as soon as pet shops near the airport open. They agreed, but did I even have to be one to ask? Okay. Medyo, ano ha? Parang dating sa akin, medyo, okay. Sige. I don't know. Hindi naman sa kumakampi ako sa'yo at kumakampi din sa kabila, ha? But I think the communication could have been better as well, for the person who's asking a favor. Kasi flying with the dog is actually a privilege. Diba? It's not our right. So para sa akin, you're pushing it. Why all the fuss? She's just a dog. This may well be what the gruff, unsympathetic, arrogant pal supervisor was asking as she spoke to me, having internalized the anthropocentric dogs are inferior being mindset that most of us have been conditioned to take for granted. Indeed, this was, well, be what PAL management more generally may have unconsciously thought with their careless, unclear, or inconsistent policies on dogs. Mga aso lang naman yan. Eh ano naman kung mahasol o mayon sila. Okay, this is gaslighting. Hindi naman siguro sinabi to, pero yet you're expressing yourself gaslighting, pal. I know people, I know pilots. I have clients who are pilots from PAL and other airlines. They're very courteous. They're very educated. I have friends. I have a lot of friends actually who are flight stewardess or ground stewardess in defense of PAL, in defense of the airline industry. They try their best to be very courteous naman. This is just plain out gaslighting, sorry. Okay? I just have to call that out. So we're just giving a little bit of comment. Pero again, sana naman hindi na kailangan natin mag-gaslight, putting someone in a bad light. 'Di ba? Na sobra-sobra naman. Okay? So naiintindihan natin yung rant ng pet parent, pero hindi naman siguro dapat kailangan ganito. Okay? Yung mga nag-comment sa comment section, I will read those later. Let's just finish this article. Okay, Shanty may just be a dog, but she's certainly not just a thing I could abandon or ask a Grab driver to take home while I take my flight. She has feelings too. Indeed, I think she's way more sensitive and, for that matter, way more human than many humans. I beg to disagree as a dog behavior expert. Dogs are dogs. They know they are not humans. Kaya nga tayo nagkakaroon ng problema, nagkakaroon ng dog behavior problems is because sometimes we put the human mindset into a dog and we make them human, which doesn't make sense for them. We cannot allow the dog to make decisions or it just doesn't work that way. Okay? So this is anthropomorphication. Okay? We anthropomorphize. We're putting the human emotion, the human intellect to a dog, and that just messes the relationship. Okay? So, don't naintindihan ko being a pet parent. I mean, I have Serena right here in the studio right now sleeping. Okay, I asked her to sit with me. I umupo. And then that's fine. Diba? Pero I don't think she sees herself as a human, pero she sees herself as a companion. At least that's how I see it, okay? She likes to be with me, but at the end of the day, she's a dog. All right? So, yun lang. Konting comment ko lang dito sa sinabi niya na ganun. Pero I get it can be really frustrating. Okay? Siguro nadala niya lang sa emotion, kaya ganito rin kahaba ang kanyang post. Uh, ay, nako. Ay, nako. Okay. Um, where were we? Okay, skip na natin yung ibang part. Shanty may just be a dog. Yeah, ito. Is it this such a petty Burgess rant? Isn't this petty Burgess? Medyo, I think. Yeah. Aren't there more important problems to be writing about? There are, but I would submit that how we relate to other species, especially those below us, as long as has been, ito, has long been and should indeed be one of the central and now also increasingly more urgent issues facing our civilization. Maybe if we had more sensitivity towards each other and towards other species, this planet wouldn't be burning. Petty Burgess rant. Tapos, sabi mo pa lang, 'di ba? Parang sabi mo pa lang how we relate to other species, especially those below us. So you are above the dog. Pero we live in the same planet. So ibig sabihin, mas may karapatan mabuhay ba ang mga ibang hayop? O mas may karapatan mabuhay ang tao sa mundong ito kesa sa mga ibang hayop? Yung mga blue whale na namamatay sa karagatan, yung mga dolphin, yung mga whale na hinahunt, yung mga isda na kinakain natin, yung mga animals na kinakain natin, mas may karapatan ba tayo mabuhay kesa sa kanila? Hindi ba parang pantay-pantay lang? Anyway, I'm just nitpicking, guys. All right. Maybe if we had more sensitivity, yes. Let's be sensitive, and I try to as well. Pero with this post naman, I don't think this is just taking too much. No. So anyway, meron daw update. Meron nag-comment dito, update niya. So we managed to get a hard case carrier in time for our 11 a.m. flight. Lessons learned. Hopefully, PAL will at the very least revise its website info and issue a memo to all agents to make simple clarification. If you find yourself in our place, assert your rights and demand that PAL at least rebooks your flight with no extra charge. And syempre, meron mga nag-comment pero hindi importante yan. So overall, anong pakiramdam natin dito sa comment na to? Is it petty? It depends. I'm not in the person's place. Magagalit ba ako? Maybe. I don't know. 'Di ba? I understand where the person is coming from. Pero flying with your pet is a privilege. Okay? It's their airline. Okay? It's not a right. So, kung meron man miscommunication, hindi tayo pwedeng magwala. I mean, you're acting like a Karen here. Okay? So, I don't know. Ayoko lang para maging masyadong ayoko lang ng mga ganito na masyadong entitled, okay? Medyo dating sa akin, medyo entitled yung nagrereklamo, nagrarant siya. By the end of the day, in-update nyo nga dito, di ba, na pinayagan din naman sila na lumipad with the dog. Di ba? So, na-rebook din naman ng walang bayad. Tapos, maninira ka pa ng ganito, di ba? So, sana hindi niya na pinost. Sana dinilit niya na. Pero anyway, it's out there. So, ano lang, hindi naman natin sinisiraan yung tao. Good luck. I understand you love your dog. We love our dogs as well. Pero sana hindi na ganun. No? Ako naniniwala kasi ako doon. Marami tayong mga kaibigan sa PAL. And hopefully we can probably invite. So mag-i-email tayo. Sana maka-invite tayo ng isang representative para maklaro din natin yan. Pero dahil napapag-usapan na rin to, ano ba yung sinabi doon sa website? Okay? So I will just go to the website and nandito sa philippineairlines.com /travel information / before you fly. Okay? Nandito yung mga at least I will read the first part of their website, okay? Varied rules and regulations on carriage of animals as baggage may apply for specific countries depending on restrictions imposed by local government authorities. Pets such as dogs, cats, and birds, if and when they are acceptable for carriage as baggage, should 1. Be placed in a secure hard case and leak-proof container. Nakasulat eh. In-update ba nila? Oh, hindi ka ba masaya nun? In-update? So tanggalin mo na yung post mo siguro, no? In-update naman na eh. 'Di ba? Oh, lalabas niya parang sinungaling pa tayo or what. Anyhow, number 2, have valid vaccination certificates and exit and or entry permits from the Philippine Bureau of Animal Industry, Animal Health Division, AHD, Diliman, Quezon City. Visit their website at http://www.bai.da.gov.ph for more information. And then number 3, be accompanied by passengers of at least 12 years old. Oh, kita mo? 12 years old. Okay. All right. And then note, please call our reservations office at least 48 hours before your scheduled flight to inquire about acceptance of pets as baggage on your specific airport of origin. Alam nyo, nung lumipad si Serena sa Philippine Airlines lang actually ang kaya kasi sila yon meron silang enough fleet na air-conditioned yung cargo. Kaya hindi lahat ng eroplano ng domestic flight ng Philippine Airlines kayang magdala ng aso, ng mga live animals. Kasi nga, yung cargo nila, kailangan air-conditioned din. Dapat meron din tamang pressure, tapos air-conditioned, para makahinga. Kasi nasa taas ka ng area. Diba? So, coming from our experience lang, na kinailangan namin talagang i-verify, bantayan, and you just have to be courteous lang din naman sa mga tao. Diba? Hindi mo na rin kailangan siguro sabihin na underpaid at overwork yung mga tao doon. Oo, given na. No, they are probably overpaid and underworked, pero they probably just having a bad day at that particular moment. I understand din naman minsan nakakatanggap tayo ng bad customer service, pero hindi mo na kailangan sigurong parang i-gaslight pa, okay? Or sirain pa, you attack the person. If you want to give a comment, we can probably give a comment doon sa system, pero not the person. Kasi dito parang inaatake na yung mga person ng mga nakausap niya. So let's talk about the issue. Same thing then, if you visit our YouTube channel, yes, we do have a YouTube channel. Yan, you can go to youtube.com and then search Dog Coach Francis. Meron tayong mga ilang videos doon. We have tips. We have reaction videos, pretty much like what we did then for this episode. Nagbigay tayo ng konting reaction. And meron pa sana akong mga ibang gustong pag-usapan natin, pero we're running out of time. Maybe I'll just reserve that on the next episode. And I promise I will try my best para mas mapaganda ang ating show. All right. So, ganon. If you're going to fly, just call, be courteous, and then ask people who have actually flown their dog, and then we use an airline approved crate. Usually hard case yan. Okay? It's available in the market, easy to find. Make sure na yung aso kayang tumayo and then turn and stretch, and then you have tags there. It's locked, di ba? And then, syempre, train nyo yung aso nyo na sanay sa crate. All right, so going to the comments. So saying hello to my sister JC. She's watching. She's in Singapore right now. How's it going? We have a comment from Carmelita Dagoy. Coach, saan po ba may malapit na pet cemetery? Taga Manila po ako. Aspin po ang aking alaga. Oh, did you lose a pet? I'm sorry. Pero there are a few... well, I don't think there's really a pet cemetery, pero if you're really looking for a pet cemetery na pwede mong ilibing talaga yung dog mo, that would be in Pet Valley. Ito, nag-comment si Janet Ramirez. Pet Valley po ang name ng libingan ng mga pets, sa Silang Cavite po ang location. There you go. So you can go there, you can call them up, you can even have your dogs cremated. There are other businesses na rin na available. You can just search them on Google na ang dami na kung tutuusin, no? Mga pet cremation services. Though marami na, I think there's still room for more players kasi dumadami yung mga pets. And syempre, pag dami ng pets, dumadami din yung mga ganitong aftercare services na importante. Alright, there you go. So again, guys, po-promote ko lang ang ating hoodie. It sells for 1,050 pesos. If you want to get your own hoodie from Dog Coach Francis, and we would really appreciate it if you can support the podcast. You can support Dog Coach Francis and the channel. It helps us at least fund the editors, yung mga equipment na binibili natin. It would really help out, guys. We really appreciate your help. Okay? What else? Yeah, so meron kaming announcement. Okay, so we are building a new facility, so you have to visit our Instagram account. Okay? Dun sa Instagram account natin, nagbibigay na tayo ng sneak peek doon sa bago nating facility. Okay? It's being built somewhere in the south. Okay? Yun lang pwede ko munang share. It's somewhere in the south, pero it's gonna be so much bigger than the facility that we have right now here in Parañaque. Yes, folks, we are in Parañaque and we are broadcasting this live and recording this in our home studio in Parañaque. Okay, pero we have a new facility that's being built. It's going to be so much bigger with better facilities. It's going to be brand new. We will have some really neat features, especially yung pool. Yung pool yun talaga, yung paborito namin so far. And then we'll have an agility area, a training area, and boarding will accommodate more dogs. Siyempre, safety protocols are going to be in place. And magkakaroon tayo ng simulation room. So if your dogs has issues at home during the consults, pwede na mag-simulate doon. We'll have an in-house vet very soon just to care for the dogs. So it's gonna be membership only though. Okay, so kailangan maging member yung aso nyo to use the facilities, and kailangan ma-clear sila before they actually stay for a long term. Okay, so we're just super excited. Watch out, we'll be sharing more photos and more videos pretty soon on our social media channels. Maraming salamat po. Okay, and I guess that's it for me today on this episode of The Dog Behind the Human. And sana magkita-kita tayo ulit. I will also try to go on live much more often on our social media pages, whether that's on Instagram or on Facebook. So abangan nyo ako. If you haven't followed us yet, okay, maybe you're new to the podcast, please like, follow, and subscribe. Our Facebook, that's Dog Coach Francis. Same thing with our Instagram account, that's Dog Coach Francis. And searches on YouTube. Again, anong handle name? It's again, Dog Coach Francis. So, ganun lang po. Ano? Thank you so much, guys, sa lahat ng mga nanood, sa mga nag-comment. I really appreciate it. I will see you again next time. This is Dog Coach Francis. Keep healthy, keep safe, and don't forget to pet your dog.